Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah, go Cowboys!
This is Mick Shots.
Streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app.
Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
Good afternoon, Cowboy Nation, and welcome to the Taj Mahal of football. We are here in the SWBC Mortgage Studios at the Star in Frisco, home of your Dallas Cowboys. You are now rocking with the best. I am Heckma Harrison, and across from me is a Super Bowl champion in Everson Walls and Mickey Spagnola. This is Mick Shots.
Mick Shots.
We're going to do this like we always do about this time, fellas. We're going to start off by checking your mentals, making sure everybody's good before we get started with any football talk. Mickey, how are you today, sir?
I'm just grateful the Cowboys don't have to play a team from New York after seeing what happened to the Stars and the Mavericks the last two nights.
Man.
Getting blown out by New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Blown out by New Yorkers.
No.
You didn't see the game last night, did you?
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, man.
Man. He patted the dude on the butt on the way by.
That's what you call a classic blow-by, and you call a foul, you robbed him.
Hey, you should have heard me last night. I was going
Well, you
for
should have heard me the night before when the same happened to the Stars.
Yeah.
Tied the game with 0.1 seconds left and called goalie interference when he got cross-checked from behind into the goalie. No goal. They ruled a goal on the ice.
That was an extremely exciting
Some more
finish
East Coast bias.
East Coast bias.
They're mad about the Jets.
Yeah.
We took Quinn, and they're mad about
Good
Quinn.
thing they played him when they did.
It's residual.
Yeah,
it's trickling down through several other
So
leagues.
I'm glad they're playing Philly. It's not quite New York.
That's
okay?
close enough.
It is. Everson, how are you today, sir?
Man, I am feeling wonderful. Every day for me so far has been amazing, and I'm not going to take any of it for granted.
Hey, man, it's raining today, so it kept you off the golf course. So if that's one
If you think I just play golf every day, then
You do.
Seems like it.
You are really mistaken.
Look at you. As soon as I said that, your hands automatically locked together. As soon as
That's because I took lessons and it's in my head.
Whatever. Man, hey, nobody asked, but I'm good.
Hey, how you doing? There you go,
I'm
brother.
good.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, bless. Everything is great in my world. Getting an opportunity to sit in the big chair over here.
Nah, how does it feel, man? You
Man,
never told me how it feels.
I'm going to break it in. It's already broke. Once I sit in, it ain't going to be the same again.
Yeah, when Bill comes in, he never really says,
Oh, he does. Subconsciously. Subconsciously, he does.
He just won't say anything.
He just won't say it. He just won't say it. So thank you for finally writing in black ink, by the way.
Oh,
You like that?
I do. Thank you.
I thought it was blue, and then when I grabbed it,
When you write in red, it's alarming.
it's
I think
alarming.
it triggers. Yeah, it triggers.
Well, that shows you there's something important down
That's
there.
right.
It's mentally triggering for me. It's one of my things, man, that I hold on to when I see people write in red. I'm like, why does he keep doing that? When you stop doing it.
I'm like with autograph sessions. You don't want to write in anything to me, silver, blue, or black. You don't want green. You don't want red. You don't want purple.
Didn't your teachers correct things in red?
Yeah.
Yes. That's where I'm traumatized.
You know
Scared
where
you.
that comes from.
I am
You know
traumatized.
that's where that comes from.
So let's go to the Book of Ballin', man. Tell us about what you got from Eberflus. What's going on?
He kept it close to the vest.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He said things that we could have said, right? He said Quinnen makes a huge benefit to everybody, right? And we knew that.
Yeah.
He compared it to when he was in Indianapolis and they picked up DeForest Buckner.
Yes. Bill was talking about that.
And he goes, that was high quality, but if I remember correctly, that was before the season started, so you had time to work him in. But he also said, but when he acquired Montez Sweat, that was kind of the same thing. But he goes, it's really not that big of being able to bring in a new guy.
Yeah.
He said, keep it simple, let him play football, don't overload him, with a bunch of mental stuff that he's got to think about.
Right.
And he said, he did that, and he appreciates now having the versatility at the defensive tackle spot between Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, Osa Odigizua and when Solomon Thomas gets back on the field. And I was thinking yesterday when it came up when they were talking to Quinnen Williams, I think Nick asked the question on has he ever faced the tush push? And he said, no, I didn't. He goes, I haven't faced it. He goes, the closest maybe, Buffalo uses a lot of quarterback sneaks.
That's true, yes.
And he goes, but Josh Allen.
Big Josh.
He said Josh Allen doesn't need no help.
With Josh, the running back barely pushes him from behind. They just watch.
And he kind of goes sideways and tries to hit the
Which
crease.
is a more traditional way.
Right. And so I was thinking, so if you put in the middle, because they're going to face it, I never seen a team with that many 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s, 4th and goal at the 1, 3rd and goal at the 1.
Yeah.
So they'll face it. It's going to happen.
And sometimes it doesn't have to be 1. If they feel confident enough, it could be like 3rd and 2.
Now, this is off the top of my head, but Quinnen Williams, 303. Kenny Clark, 314. You can also, if you need to, Perry and Winfrey, if they have him active, he's on the 53 now, 300. And then you come in with big boy Jay Toya at 340.
Yeah.
So maybe it's too much weight to move if you put all 4 of those guys out there in the middle.
Well, you could say that it's going to play a big role in this game to where it will be at one point controversial.
Right.
Because, first of all, a lot of people jumping off sides. For some reason, the refs don't see that.
Yeah.
False starts.
They've tried to
false
address?
starts are obvious.
But they don't call it.
What are they looking at?
I don't know what they're looking at, but it's going to be a problem in this game I don't know which side it's going to be. Because if we're smart enough, I'm sure Shotty's going to alert the referees, hey, this tush push thing. You guys he'll have examples, I'm sure.
Right.
You guys need to take care of this. I know he's going to address that.
Every referee, when the coach is playing against Philadelphia, as soon as he walks over to the referee, the first thing he says, tush push. I already know.
Yeah, I know.
Tush push.
No,
I already know. The white hat, he means I already know.
Yeah, but they don't do anything about it. They already know, but they let it slide.
And it's pretty simple when you see a helmet go before the ball.
It's still offsides, regardless.
Yeah. The helmet, and they jump it. They jump it to try to get the head start.
Now, having said that, Jalen's no fool. They have made adjustments.
Right.
They have made adjustments.
Yeah.
So as much as you're going to have this up here, you got to have some smart, agile people, playmakers in the back.
I know Eberflus plays it close to his vest, and he shows very little emotion when he goes to these press conferences. But somewhere inside, if they just ask him, in the back over there, how excited he is about having number 92 in his defense, I'm sure he is jumping for joy, paying his tithes. Oh. He is thanking the Lord, because, it has come
That
up.
might be what brought him.
Hey now, you said something.
How it go.
Yes, because, Mickey, you can attest to this, when you get a player of that magnitude and you have a new defensive coordinator, having a Quinnen Williams in that defense really does make his scheme come together. Before, we couldn't even tell what his scheme was, right?
It's amazing how it trickled back. It trickled back to the linebackers, trickled back to the DBs. All of a sudden, we know how to converge. All of a sudden, more than one person is getting to the ball. So it's not trickle down. It's a trickle back theory.
Well, he pointed out all the good qualities of Quinnen Williams, that he fits into an attacking defense, which we'd like to play. And then they asked him if they had talked to him about Quinnen Williams before the trade. And they talked to you, but then they talked to everybody about, in the draft and everything. And it's like, where were you when you found out they traded? He goes, I was in my office, I got the call, and probably people down the hallway heard the yell because he knew all about him, right? Yeah. And you know what? The players know, too. Players know who's good in this league and who, they know who Quinnen Williams is.
Kenny Clark knew.
Yeah.
You damn right.
Well, and it didn't take them long to find out either, right?
Did not.
And I think, there was a clip online or whatever of him talking to the guys on the sideline, and they're listening. Well, of course they're listening. They know he's been to the Pro Bowl the last 3 years, and they know how good he is. Yeah, they're going to listen, right? And he's that type of guy, I think, to kind of soft-spoken, by the way, for a guy at 303 pounds, 6'3", right? But Floofs was talking about how he kind of dragging everybody along with him, as we pointed out. And so, it's a great addition. And now this will be another test to see if it was a Raiders offensive line missing their 2 starting guards, I'm sure it led to it, or are they on to something now?
They can both happen at the
because
same time.
that middle pass rush is significant now, and it's good that it's coming from the middle, because maybe he doesn't escape Hurts up the middle.
That's right.
Right? Because I think before you were worried about the outside, and he was gushing them in the middle.
Good quarterbacks like Jalen, as he backs up, he's not just looking down the field, he's looking at the blocking pattern up front. He's seeing who comes up wide. In his peripheral, he's looking at the defensive end, see if he has an escape route either way. That's what they do. And so hopefully we can not only not create that for him, eliminate that option for him, but also I'm looking at this linebacker, Wilson. You have linebackers that are extremely physical, Ray Lewis type, and you have some that are extremely smart. Some are both. I look at Wilson as a guy, I didn't see him being extremely physical, but I saw him every time the ball went away from him or come at him, he was always in the right place. Right. He had leverage to where he knew where to go. He knew how to get off of blocks. He knew how to beat blocks. His pursuit to the bubble screen I saw in the game was right there. He helped hold up everything, didn't make the play, but he allowed someone else to make the play. So when you have someone with that type of awareness, then now you're one step ahead of the offense, especially when you're talking about playing a middle linebacker position and you're going against a quarterback like Jalen Hurts.
Blues said he's smart, he picks up fast, and he's able to make adjustments. And that's what I think, liked the most. Like when there's something going on and you got to adjust, he's that guy. The other thing he said, he's good in zone coverage, and we saw it on the play in the end zone where he fouled it. It was Bowers, right?
Yeah.
Into the end zone.
Yeah.
He was underneath the way he was supposed to be underneath.
That was actually a wide receiver.
Was it the wide receiver?
Yeah, it was the wide receiver.
Because he was fouling somebody.
He was fouling. It was number 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Zone has been a cuss word around here. and finally, we get a linebacker smart enough, to your credit, and what you're talking about on that play, a guy that does it to the letter. And that's all you can basically ask. We hadn't seen that, right? Guys are always looking at each other, pointing at each other, and then there's the question about Eberflus and his scheme. But you guys know, coming down to this Philly game on Sunday, it's going to be the running game. We talked about the first game of the season and the rain delay. You're not going to get a rain delay in this game, all right? You're not going to get that. To make adjustments in this game, knowing that Saquon Barkley isn't having the year that you would have coming off of last season, basically. And, you ask anybody, who do you think has more yards, Javonte Williams or Saquon Barkley? Most people would say Saquon Barkley. Nope. Javonte Williams has more yards, rushing yards, than Saquon.
I don't think it's close, is it?
I think right now Javonte is probably.
I can tell you real quick. Williams is at 809.
Yes, and he's
Barkley's 662.
662. So not close. Yeah. A game away, basically, as far as production goes. But in a game like this, Everson, from a defensive standpoint, shutting down the run is imperative to victory. As a defensive line, what you've seen, just to go off of what you saw in Las Vegas, do you believe, based off of how limited the Raiders were in their offensive line, and before we start giving the Philadelphia Eagles any excuses, let's just say this right now, they could be missing Cam Jurgens, their center, and for sure they're going to be missing Lane Johnson, who has a Liz Frank injury. Yeah. But stopping the run is imperative.
It is imperative, but it's hard for me because you're playing such a complete team. It's potentially complete because offensively, I think they can do whatever they want to do, talking about the Eagles, whenever they want to do it. If they choose to run the ball, I think they can control the game by running the ball. If they choose to pass the ball, then they can do that. If they want to mix it up, that's fine. And they can do those things simply because of the defense that they have. So as far as I'm concerned, stopping their running game for us is imperative on our end. But when you do that with Philadelphia, you're always going to have to be ready to get back on the field again. Be ready to come back on the field again because that defense is not going to be out there long. Yeah. That's what we're looking at. To me, and I know I'm getting a little bit off of what you're asking, but I can't separate one from the other. You're going to have to, your offense and your defense are going to have to be complementary. Yeah. That's what Philly is masters at. The complementary ball that they play from a team standpoint. If we stop the run, I feel good about us because I would rather they try to pass it on us. I truly still believe that. I would rather they try to pass it on us now as opposed to running the ball because I think our secondary is shored up.
Well, this will scare you. So Barkley has 4 rushing touchdowns. Leading the league is Jalen Hurts. Mm-hmm. The team, Jalen Hurts with 6. Mm-hmm. 6 rushing touchdowns.
Yes.
So that's concerning, as a matter of fact. Yeah. As a matter of fact, he's got as many rushing touchdowns, I just saw this, as the touchdown receptions combined by Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown.
That's why those guys are upset.
That's why they're upset.
That's why they're on.
Quarterback stealing the show.
What are you talking about? What is this guy doing? He's going into the phone booth, putting on a cape, and stealing the show himself. He wants to do it all, him and that tush push, and I'm sure it's ticking those guys off.
And I'll bet that's just the way the coach likes it. Because you're looking at the Super Bowl MVP.
Yes.
And this guy has really been one of the more underrated quarterbacks. And I hate giving him too much credit, but we got to be realistic about how they win games and how they are successful. It doesn't go through Saquon. It goes through that defense, but he is the catalyst offensively.
Well, I mean, he's only averaging 66 yards a game. Mm-hmm. If we do the math, it's easy to do the math because it's 10, right? Yeah. And Javonte Williams is averaging 80 yards a game. Mm-hmm. So, and he's got, by the way, 8 touchdowns. Yeah. That's huge, right?
That is.
And so that means somewhere they are getting short yardage ones. He's done it from distance. But again, that's to me a reflection of your offensive line. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's going to be a huge thing in this game. Yeah. Is that Cowboys offensive line back together? Can Tyler Guyton play as well as he did against the Raiders 2 weeks in a row?
Before we get to the defense, because we're going there in the second segment, I want to stay on Jalen Hurts for just a quick second and go back to the end of the game in the first game of the season. Mm-hmm. They spread us out. And remember all the hoopla about that. They spread us out, and then he ends up running it and, milking the clock, and the rest is history. I think in this game, that's one of the things that you have to look out for, the RPO. You didn't have to worry about that last week because Geno he didn't want to run the ball.
And their running game is atrocious.
And it's done, right? But in this game with Saquan Barkley, that ability to pull the ball at the last minute, and I think now, and I'm just talking about Eberflus in the scheme, having a Quentin Williams, having Osa playing the way that he's playing, and now your ends are now able to be more
fire off.
Be more disciplined on the outside and play because they don't have to watch the same amount of things. Go back to when Micah was here, right? Mm-hmm. Micah did at times you didn't have that push, and so Micah's trying to be judge, jury, and executioner on plays, and then he ends up they just leave him by himself, and he's having to make a decision, right? In Ezra Rocco, Jadeveon Clowney, guys like that, Dante Fowler. Playing discipline against that RPO can help this team, especially with a guy like Jalen Hurts that at some point, even if it's just 66 yards a game, it's going to be at a pivotal time in the game that you need to get a stop against.
I think we're going to have to bring our safeties down. It's just that simple. We're going to have to bring them down. I think the coaches might feel really good about this infusion of new players now, especially in the secondary. Now you're looking at Carson. You're looking at Revel. Now you got healthy safeties possibly coming down. Not just looking for Saquon, they're also looking for Jalen. They're going to have to be looking out for Jalen. And the good thing about this defense, from what we saw last week, and you would expect for it to continue, is when we play that zone defense, everyone's eyes are looking at the ball. We couldn't say that early on this season, but bringing in these veterans, showing the improvement that on the offensive line with not just Quentin, but with Wilson at linebacker, I think we will be a smarter secondary because number one, we got our people back. Number two, we have two good people, two excellent people that are coming in to help us out. I think that fit will help us be a little bit smarter as a defense.
So here's something I don't think everybody remembers from the first game. It seems like a year ago, right?
Right.
Each team only had 8 possessions in that game. Normal's 10, 12.
Right.
The Cowboys started off the game, touchdown, touchdown, field goal, field goal. Fumble at the Philadelphia 11-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
Right?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No.
Mr. Finger point.
Yeah.
I remember that. I'm like, I can't believe it. Yeah.
They're getting ready to score again.
Yeah.
Okay, so Philadelphia starts out, touchdown, 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 field goal. They held them to a field goal in the second half. Cowboys
was that
didn't
post
score.
Was that post delay? The field goal? Was that post delay?
It was the first possession of the second half.
Then it was before.
Okay. It was before.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they punt, end of game.
Yeah.
So the deal was, when the Cowboys had the ball, they ended up, it was a 4 and out, and then they ended up getting to the 45, and they got stopped on downs. So again, they weren't out of the ball game.
Yeah.
Right?
No, never were. They never were.
Despite the drops.
Yeah.
Despite.
We were still in it.
Yeah.
Still had a chance to win.
So, and whatever the defense was doing, they did something right.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they got run off the field.
Well, now, let's just be real. Philly was missing a hell of a player on the defensive line.
Yeah, I got it.
So let's understand
That's his fault.
And it was
Yeah.
Can't make up for that.
Keep your saliva to yourself.
He don't do that. Speaking of, hey, look, it's raining. It's raining here in Frisco, but we're gonna get the sunshine out, and we're gonna talk about my man that I keep saying the honeymoon phase has started with one George Pickens coming up next on Mick Shots.
Mm-hmm. Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
The countdown to game day starts with Rally Days presented by SeatGeek. Join us as we honor our veterans in partnership with the Wounded Warrior Project on Saturday, November 22nd. Compete in ROTC relay races, shop veteran-owned vendors, and enjoy performance by Lacey K. Booth. Meet the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and alumni and more. Get your tickets for Rally Day at AT&TStadium.com/Rally Days.
We are here at the Star in Frisco. This is Mick Shots. I'm Heckma Harrison. He's Everson Walls, and that's Mickey Spagnola. Mickey, I got a question for you about our boy, Javonte Turpin.
You want to see more from him?
Is he? This is Chris Bean brought this up, so I won't take credit for this. Chris brought this to my attention, and we had a conversation about it. He is either boom or bust right now. When you need him to make a catch, he may drop it. When he has an opportunity to make a play on special teams,
I know it's behind him. On that pass, he should have caught that. He should have caught that.
Come on, Mickey. Come on, clean it up. I mean, I know he's your one.
I think he's still hurting. I think he's still hurting.
I do not see whatever the blocking scheme is on the kickoff returns.
That ain't working either.
There's no hole. There's no opening.
There's every time he gets the ball, there's someone of the opposite team in his face.
Punt returns have been neutered, right? They just kick it high or kick it to outside. They're not giving them a chance. But on the kickoff returns, I keep looking for a crease. I think he is too.
Yes, he is.
And then he's just saying, okay, I'm going into the middle.
I'm going in.
Yeah. I mean, he ended up with, and I guess it's because of how many times you get to do it, he had 125, 130 yards in kickoff return.
And he had I believe it was the last return was decent.
And he got out to the outside and he busted it. Yeah.
Yes.
And he got 40 to the 40-something. So I don't see anything there. I think from the receiving standpoint, I think that what the two guys are doing, and then Flournoy stepping up, he hasn't got as many opportunities. But I just think they need to take more advantage of his speed.
I think he's still having some issues.
Maybe he didn't get back from that.
Mick, if somebody ever asks you a question about me, you make sure you defend me like you did. You make sure you do it. Hey, I wanted to have a conversation about George.
I'm not defending you. Ask me.
No, I want you to do the same.
You know what?
You make sure you keep the same energy.
That's why he's my guy, man.
You know what he is? Like when we get those questions during the Star Sports Tour reception, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you ask it. Now don't be afraid of the answer.
Right on. George Pickens.
Yes.
George Pickens in a big time game like this. This is that part where I really start saying, especially against a Vic Fangio defense that you know is going to present some looks. They're going to try and prevent everything deep. So I expect for them to set those safeties out there far enough that you don't have a threat from CD or George taking them yard. But Quinyon Mitchell and Adoree Jackson, these guys, this is me, on paper, are no match for George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb.
They are not.
Okay. Well,
we
think
showed
Mitchell
that in the first game. We showed that in the first game.
Yeah, I know.
We showed that.
Because they had too many times Adoree Jackson going one-on-one with one of those guys. Yeah. And if it wasn't for CD's drops, they would have scored 30-some points.
That's right.
So you're right.
And Pickens had his day.
But everything I see, it's like, whoa, this Mitchell guy, he's Everson Walls.
Yeah.
No,
that ain't true.
He ain't Everson Walls.
He must step up, sir.
His mama telling me he ain't Everson Walls.
That ain't true.
So I'm curious on how they'll play it. Are you going to zone it? Are you going to say, okay, you take out one of these guys and we'll take our chance doubling the other guy? I want to see it. Because he didn't affect the game the first time around.
Here's where the Philly's going to hang their hat, and it's got to come from not coverage, but from pressure.
From pressure, you're right.
That's the only way that they know that they have a chance. He's still going to be sitting down on routes, and as long as our running game is working and their play action is working, that's going to have us in control. If that doesn't work, then we're just going to be in for a ball game. Because sometimes game plans ain't worth the crap. Sometimes against teams like this and in a game like this, against a opponent like this, sometimes you just got to say, okay, who's going to end up standing when it's all said and done?
Right.
And we've seen it happen in a lot of nice games this year. I think the Cowboys are in for one of those games to where you're going to have to show your mettle. Forget the game plan. Let me see what you can do, Carson. Let me see what you can do, Wilson. And I'm talking about the linebacker, Wilson. Let me see what you can do front line. Let me see what you can do offensive line. Let me see if you can just keep us alive in this game to where we can move the ball and take advantage of field position.
You know, it's like game plans. It's like a boxing match.
Yeah.
You got a great game plan going in,
Like Tyson.
and then you get hit in the mouth.
Yeah.
And all that goes up.
There goes the game
you just
plan.
man up from there.
Yeah.
Now you just man up from there, if
Right.
you can.
Yeah.
We were talking about Quentin. We were talking about Javonte Williams, and you were talking about complementary football, just basically how Philadelphia plays it. They're itching out those 1-point wins, but it's because of their commitment to running the ball and playing good defense. The Cowboys' formula is completely different than Philly's. If the running game ain't working, we're gonna air it out.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is a game that you're going to have to establish the running game. What does your gut tell you about the success that you think the Cowboys can have against this defense?
You have to remain stubborn. You have to remain stubborn. I remember Tom Landry, and I brought it up before, talking about Tony Dorsett and his success on how he runs the ball. The Cowboys, small offensive linemen, we're like Olajuwon. We make you go lateral. When you go lateral, then Dorsett hits the weakness. But it's not going to work every time. You have to be patient, and he talked about it, and soon we're going to hit that big one. Now, that's because he had Dorsett. Now, if you don't have Dorsett, you have to be more consistent and persistent in running the ball. Sometimes it's going to be 3rd and 3. They might be shutting down our passing game. You're going to have to, at one point, 2nd and 3, 3rd and 3, you got to run it. You got to run it. God, you need to beat your man. We need you to beat your man on this one. I don't care how good he is. You got to stand up and work it. And that's going to be that game I'm talking about, to where you got to show your guts in this one.
I think they got to understand. I think Schottenheimer does in the running game. A 3-yard carry is a good run.
That's a good one, man.
Right?
Come on.
3 yard. Give me 3.
Give me 3.
Right?
I'll take 3 against this team. That is true. I'll say that.
3 and 3 is 6.
And then
right?
And
then
you're
third and 4. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can run for 4.
Because a team like this up front, they can create the chaos and havoc, and that can cause a lot of bad turnovers, which we have been prone to do in our past in big games. So we have to be careful with that. We have shown to be careful with that, with a few exceptions this year. So even though our passing game can be we can have a lot of passes in a particular ball game, there are times when we need to stop with all the fancy handoffs in here and all this just boom.
Yeah.
Let's go. Just boom. Yeah. Let's go.
This in the last game, and I know a lot of people look at the Vegas game as a scrimmage, but Javonte Williams had his highest carries in the Vegas game, 22 carries for 93 yards. Mm-hmm. I, for one, am voting for him to go high, 25. I think 25, all right? But we've seen, right when you start to see him get going, they take him out. Shotty will take him out. And now that rotation, instead of it being Blue, it's Davis. Now, Mickey, are you okay with the combination now with Davis and Williams, or what? Or I guess the question is, what happened to Blue?
And here's your answer. Okay, they won't say it, but I'm sure the fumble that the Cowboys recovered kind of got their attention.
Yeah.
But what it's come down to is, and Schottenheimer talked about it yesterday. He said it's offense and it's special teams. Mm-hmm. And if you noticed, Davis ended up being the personal protector in these last 2 games.
Okay.
So that's his special teams contribution. Blue, from a special teams, he's the second kickoff return guy. They don't want him kicking the ball to him. They want it in Turpin's hand. Mm-hmm. He said it's important that the second running back has to impact the game in different ways. No doubt. And that's why they've out now. I think he he might have one more elevation left, or he's close to having no more elevations.
Davis,
and I think they have a spot left on the 53 even after moving Winfrey up.
Okay.
So they might, if that's the way they want to go. And he's not bad, right? I think he always, their decisions on him always surprise me, because in preseason he runs well, in training camp he runs well, and then he gets cut.
Yeah.
And ends up being, I guess, a numbers thing.
Yeah.
And then he's on the practice squad, and then they think they need him.
That's Sam Pack Forward in the building.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I know them shirts.
Need a car?
Yeah, man. I have been sat in that dealership a few hours.
So anyway, that's their explanation.
Mm-hmm.
I still would love to see Blue's speed added to this offense.
You got to have a play for him.
Right?
You can't just
But he's got to do other things.
It has to have a package.
And the way Shotty was explaining it is we had other needs at other positions that we had to elevate, or we needed more guys because of injury at those positions. So it'll be interesting to see what decision they make, if they can keep three running. And, the third running back now, they use Lipke quite a bit in the
I wish Bill was
two tight end
His
offense,
boy,
right?
That man
He
is
got
working.
two big plays offensively.
I'm not a Lipke fan from last few years, but hey, he looked good.
Yeah.
And that boy is good.
Stop it. Yeah, it does. No, he absolutely did. And being able to use a variety of players at times, especially, that was a key play that Lipke made.
Yeah.
My want for Williams, because he seems to be one of those guys that he continues to get stronger as the game goes on. And I know the mentality in the NFL has completely changed from having that bell cow running back.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see what he does with 25, 26 carries.
I think if Philly shows stubborn against our pass, I hope he's smart enough and just not being prideful enough.
Yeah.
Don't throw your pride away. Forget that passing game.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can win another way.
So Davis, this last game, had 4 carries, 20 yards.
That ain't bad.
That's
That
five.
ain't bad at all.
Five
He
carries,
looked good.
right?
Ain't bad.
He looked good doing it. I remember.
Lipke had 1 for 5, and I believe it was on either third or fourth down.
Yeah,
wasn't
man.
it?
No, I think he made 2 real nice third down plays.
And he also caught 3 passes for 36 yards.
One more, I think it's for 15 yards. Almost looked like a bubble screen.
It was 15 yards.
Yeah, it was a really nice play. He was leaning forward too.
Right.
Yeah.
So
If they wouldn't have hit him, he would have kept on going.
I'm okay with Williams getting 18 to 20 carries a game.
That's it?
Keep him fresh.
Yeah.
And then, and if the other guy gets a partial series or whatever, okay, fine.
I'm with Heck, man. I want to see him pound it. I want to see him pound it.
Well, if you're pounding, you better pound, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want you hitting your head against the wall and not hitting anywhere.
Somebody just interfered. People just walk
in. What's going on?
We gotta get a key.
Hey.
He couldn't wait for the second break.
No, he couldn't. But we're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna take our final break, and when we come back, we got to talk to Everson Walls and Mickey about some of their biggest moments of this rivalry. We know it's physical, and Everson even wore his green shirt in here today to commemorate all of it. Coming up next on Mick Shots.
People just walk in here, man.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/cowboys.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pregame sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
Get in the game this holiday season with Dallas Cowboys youth football and dance camps presented by Invisalign. Athletes ages 6 to 16 take the holiday hustle to football camps on December 23rd and 27th. Future DCCs sparkle with America's Sweethearts on December 27th. Spend your holiday break learning from the best. Register before December 1st to save $25. Visit DallasCowboys.com/camps to learn more.
Come on, Bill.
Final segment here of Mick Shots on a Thursday.
Hey, wait. How's your seat feel? Does it feel different?
Well, the headset feels weird.
Does that?
Hey, no. There are no head jokes. We don't make head jokes, okay? This is what we're not going to...
It's the volume on it.
I'll tell you what, if you make a head joke, you're open to everything else after that, Bill. So,
it's the volume on it. Seems to be off.
The volume of the head. Yeah.
Come on, you got breaking news. We want to hear.
Right, I got breaking news. Just taped Brian Schottenheimer's coach's show. Mickey will probably be interested in this more than the other two people in this room because Mickey is very meticulous about what the team does during the day and everything. What's the weather like out there today?
Sloppy as hell.
Oh, it is. And I made a joke to Coach, saying, "Well, I got some advice for you. Take it inside today." Well, actually, at this moment, they are making the decision on taking it outside today.
No way.
Yes,
why?
They are considering, and they got equipment.
I saw the jugs machines
they
were
prefers
left
outside, and he's just making sure everything would be all right. You know.
Yeah, but
they always prefer outside.
They got 20 minutes to figure it out.
Not on wet turf.
No, but that's what he's figuring out. How wet is the turf right now?
It's wet.
How well does it
It's
rain?
wet.
Was it still raining?
How much wet does it
Was it still raining?
It's not raining right
When
now.
you okay, stop.
I don't think it is.
It's still wet.
No, if it was still raining, then yeah.
And it's not wet in AT&T Stadium.
My backyard's the litmus test. When the water starts ponding up back there, it's wet.
It's wet.
It ain't seeping
It's wet
into
out
the
there.
ground.
That's just kind of different from me. I thought since you're playing indoors, basically.
And you got the Ford Center over
Unless they're going to open the roof.
there. That ain't happening.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of confused on that.
Lost us.
Yeah.
They've got good turf out there.
Okay.
They do.
Yeah, great turf inside.
Well, maybe he likes the turf outside.
Yeah,
better
that
than the
indoor turf,
inside.
by the way, in Vegas wasn't all that great.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
And the other thing,
New turf.
It was
the other thing factoring
chopped
into
up when
this,
they
It's
were warming
new
up.
turf. Really?
What do you mean new turf?
I
No,
thought that
it's
was.
real grass.
Oh, that's right. They do
I
the
think
whole
what he's
thing.
trying, the thing is you got to make sure that there's no slippage, obviously, and so
yeah.
that's why. But I'm no expert on
Neither am I. That's why I don't
turf,
feel
but
listening to what you're
it
supposed to
could make it softer, okay, to where it's not as bad on your knees and
Well,
joints and
that's
so
a
forth.
good point.
And you
And
got to
so
watch
maybe
your
that
going.
would be a reason.
You got to watch your going when you slip on that wet. That's
Right, and that's the whole thing is he's making sure that there's no possibility of slippage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could tell him right now.
Just take it inside.
Take it inside.
But the
right.
but the point of it all is you want it to be on the best turf possible for these players, especially when they're playing 4 games in 18 days.
Absolutely.
Is there something wrong with the Ford Center turf? I mean, I called some games over there. I think
No,
I don't think.
Okay.
It's hard.
Okay.
I mean, it's artificial.
I think it's the possibility that it may be easier on their legs being on a softer surface.
Yeah.
And the rain softens it up. But you have to make sure that there's, as Everson says, there's no chance that there could have any slippage. So
We need some agricultural.
But it's just
scientists.
interesting. It's interesting. Just
grassologist. That's not a thing.
Turfologist.
Turfologist.
Yeah.
the things that they think about and consider throughout the day that none of us even give any thought to. That.
Well, hey, I asked the question going into break about this rivalry. It has been a long-standing rivalry between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles, and some of your fondest memories of this physical matchup. Everson, what has been one of yours?
I guess it does have something to do with the physicality. That was the what do they call it? The bounty.
Bounty Bowl.
Bounty. You can't forget that stuff, man. To watch two extremely egotistical coaches going at it the way they did in that game, both of them hated each other. And for a coach to put a bounty on a former player, that was just the most low-down thing I think I've seen in sports. I'm sorry.
What do you think about it?
That was low down, guys. He's a kicker. He's a kicker. Just because he played for you, he played for you, now he's again.
Take him out.
Take him out.
And
Kicker?
He had the linebacker go get him.
Yeah, come on, man.
Luis Zendejas.
And boy, Jimmy getting. Oh man,
you remember what Jimmy said after that?
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
rear end.
Yeah,
I would have talked to Buddy, but he put his big fat rear end in the locker room.
I'm sorry, that was horrible and hilarious at the same time.
Well, and then chapter 2, when they returned there to play the second time, and the Cowboys were 1-12, 13, whatever, and they got shut out again.
It's no day.
And fans in the stands were throwing snowballs on the field. I remember.
Yeah, that one wasn't so nice.
I remember, and some of them were yellow, and let your mind wander.
No, some of them
why
were
they were yellow.
No, some were extremely hard.
And some had batteries.
Some were frozen overnight. You know, they did it all. So they're trying to tell us, hey, you guys, you're on the field. You're on the field. You damn right we're on the field, because they can't reach us from no matter where they threw it. They couldn't reach us unless we were
on the sideline,
behind the line, on the sideline. So you can fuss at us all you want. I am not backing up. I'm going forward.
I was on the sideline. The game was over early, so I was down there to go in early, and the snowballs kept coming, and one kind of comes sliding past my feet, and I turned around, and you rag arm, and the guard goes, hey, don't incite these people. And I'm going, they're already incited, right?
They don't need to be incited.
And about that time, the game was over. Jimmy's walking under the tunnel,
and they killed him.
Dumped a beer on him.
Oh, no, that's when he got bombasted.
And I think it was beer.
He got bombasted with
yikes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was yellow.
Dude, they were trying to cover him with a towel for some reason, and a towel is not going to stop a barrage of hard snowballs coming at you. So, when you think about Philly, I'm sorry, that whole situation, they can bring it down to its lowest level at that time. It had nothing to do with football. Like, how nasty can we be? That's kind of how they approached it back then, especially with Buddy Ryan at the helm.
I've got two. One, if you remember in '87, this would be right up your alley, the strike year, the 3 replacement games. The second one, they were playing Philly at Texas Stadium, and Tom, I don't know if it was the first possession, second possession, he called a wide receiver end around, Kelvin Edwards, and he went 62 yards for a touchdown and just irritated the hell out of Buddy, because if you remember, Tex was trying to build the team as well as he could with replacement players. And Philadelphia was like, oh, just bring some guys in, we'll play, right? So the Cowboys ended up winning that game. They went back and played them 2 weeks later. It was the first game after the strike was over. And they put it on the Cowboys pretty good. I think they were up like 30-20, and it was the last possession. The Cowboys went for it on 4th down. They didn't get it, so they're at about the 30-some yard line, and Philadelphia gets the ball. And Buddy remembered the end around, and they drove down, and it was time to take a knee, and they took a knee, and then the next play, Randall Cunningham faked taking a knee and threw into the end zone, and there was interference, and they got the ball back at the 1 yard line, and there was only like 2 or 3 seconds left. He sent Byers in to score a touchdown, 37-20.
Well, I must admit in that one, the first game.
You were cheering for the Eagles.
Yeah, we crossed over. Our whole team sold me out as far as the union was concerned.
Right, you're right.
And when it's all said and done, because of that, I truly believe that was the beginning of the end of Tom Landry's coaching career.
Well,
no one trusted anyone after that.
Yeah, and that stuck out. And then the 91 game when they got shut out the season, or it was third game of the year, they got beat. Troy Aikman got sacked 11 times. It still ties for the franchise record.
That was a CTE game right there, man.
And then the Cowboys went up there needing to win to clinch a playoff berth, and Kelvin Martin had the 85-yard kickoff punt return for the touchdown to take the lead.
And that's why we hate the Eagles. Take us out of here, Bill.
All right. And, hey, we got a great tour here to take us out as well. And we will shout out you. Why are you wearing a Missouri?
I'm getting a head start. They need all the help they can get for Saturday.
Standing in our way of the college football playoff on Saturday. It's a fabulous Friday fight song edition of Mick Shots.
I'll bring
tomorrow at high noon.
Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?